Hello and welcome to the Powerfish Podcast. I'm Fish.
And I'm Ben. Today we are doing a podcast on the road.
Because of computers.
We're going to St. Louis, Missouri, because that's our closest micro center.
Yeah, we were actually going to hit record like a while ago, but
it was, for context, we've been planning. We knew we were going to do this podcast in the car because we procrastinated it the rest of the week. So we knew we were going to do it in the car, and we've known that since yesterday. And the drive is about 2 hours 15, and we've got 40 minutes left of the drive, and we just hit record. That's how much procrastination has been going on.
But there was a good reason, because I was trying to find out information about motherboards.
Gonna build a computer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, full disclosure. That's why we're going, is so I can build a computer. I have a computer, but it's a laptop, and I want to spend all of my money on something that accomplishes the same task, but better. Anyway, I just learned a lot about fucking motherboards.
Motherboards go deep.
Yeah. This whole build has been expanding my knowledge on computers in general.
I mean, you've been planning it for... Well, I sold Fish my laptop. So basically, we did this whole scenario where Fish is going through building his computer one part at a time. We did this about a little over a year ago with myself, and I built a computer. I sold my laptop to Fish, but now it's his turn to build a computer.
Well, yeah, because I got the laptop because I didn't know if I was going to enjoy really gaming in general. Because I was console broke before then.
And you didn't enjoy it, or not anymore anyway.
Who didn't want to enjoy it?
You didn't enjoy gaming.
Oh, at that time. Well, yeah, because all I had at that point was I had a Xbox 360, which fantastic console, but fantastic console 10 years ago.
Right.
Really is what it comes down to. And I had bought, and I was...
When was the last time you consistently played video games before that? Before a year ago, when you bought my laptop.
Before I got into PC gaming.
Yeah.
Well, just before that, I had got that Switch. I had a Switch. I still have that Switch. If anybody wants to buy a Switch from me, let me know. Because I don't play it. For the very reason that I'm about to discuss. Before I got a computer, I never played video games. I might boot up, I don't know, a game of local multiplayer Call of Duty or something, and play for 30 minutes and be like, yeah.
Did you play Nintendo games at all?
Well, I mean, when I got the Switch, I started playing. I played a metric frick ton of Metroid Dread. I don't even know if you know much about the Metroid franchise.
Miss Samus.
Yeah.
Zero Six. I know a little bit about Metroid.
That game was super fun. If anybody has a Switch and has not played Metroid Dread, I actually highly recommend it. It's actually a dope game. Very grindy. Some of the bosses are actually incredibly difficult. Actually damn near impossible.
That's what I like in games, though, when they're hard.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fun game. And I played, Mario Odyssey. The normal
I played
stuff.
Super Mario Odyssey for the Wii. That was the only...
Was it out on the Wii?
Isn't there several... Oh, no. I didn't play Super Mario Odyssey. I played Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, they made so many Galaxy games.
Yeah, it was a Galaxy that I played on the Wii. That was fun as son of a gun.
Listen, the Galaxy games are good. You know what's a game that's kind of gas, though?
What?
Absolute gas pedal.
What?
I'm stalling because I'm forgetting.
That's good. It must be real gas pedal.
Listen. Super Mario Sunshine.
Never heard of it.
For the, I think it was on the GameCube.
That's probably why. The only GameCube game I ever played was Super Mario it wasn't a Super Mario game. It was Mario Kart Double Dash.
I've never heard of that. Well, anyway.
What?
Wait.
No, you
Double
heard,
Dash?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
You
have to say you played it?
No way you haven't heard
Not only have I not played it,
That's
I've
like
never
a popular
heard of it.
freaking thing, dude.
Double Dash. I mean, my phone's recording, or I'd look up. But I've absolutely never heard of that. What do you
It was
do?
a GameCube Mario Kart. It was like it was the first Mario Kart where you could stack power-up boxes. Whatever the fucking hell those are.
You can...
And you could hold 2 at a time.
I remember when they went... I don't remember when
And there was
they
like a
went to
freaking...
2.
Like, there was like a freaking free-for-all mode where you could bomb each other and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there was a free-for-all mode in Super Mario Wii. So Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, I made that same... Okay. But Mario Kart Double Dash, N64. That's a fun one, dude.
I never played that. I went ham on some, not turkey. I went ham on some Mario Kart Wii back in the day.
I played a lot of that too.
Dude, I want that to get like re-released somewhere. On the Switch or something. I mean,
didn't they do Mario Kart 8 kind of like how they did Smash Ultimate, where they just kind of made it all the games before it except remastered and better?
Granted, I have a Switch and I do not own or have played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or whatever they call it. I've seen it played before, like when I was in college, people were playing it, but no, I mean, I've never played it myself. So maybe it's a lot like the Wii one.
Well, what they did with like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was they added literally every single character ever from any Super Smash game into that game. Like Super Smash Ultimate it's just the best. Like straight up, all the maps, all the characters from all the last games. Maybe not all the maps, but definitely all the characters. And it was just best. It was just the best. It was the best Smash Bros. Game there was.
And which one's that?
Super Smash Ultimate. It's the one they released when the Switch came out, I believe.
That's the newest one, right?
Correct. As far as I'm aware. It's several years old.
Smash is good.
Dude, Smash Bros. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's only on Nintendo consoles. And we have to resort to things like, what is it? Pay to buy a character simulator? Multiverses, yeah.
I mean, listen, I like multiverses.
I mean, it's fun, but
it's fun, but I've seen a lot of things recently come out about that game where people are a little bit peeved, not only with the buying with microtransaction system, but I guess, and I've noticed this a little bit, the hitboxes are like wrong. You can very clearly land a hit on somebody and it doesn't count.
Oh,
and stuff like that.
On small characters or something.
I feel like it's like every character has its own hitbox issues.
I've never heard of hitbox problems in a fighter game. I've always heard of like crappy hitboxes in shooters, like COD.
So like, I've seen this on video before, like with people comparing it. You'll be watching like a person up against just like the training guy just standing there just to demonstrate this. But he'll throw like a swing a sword, and you'll watch the blade go through like a quarter of the enemy's body and not register.
It just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
I would love to see a physical, like visual representation of what the actual hitbox.
Oh yeah, like I actually.
Because I'm pretty sure you can do that in COD, where you can like paint the edges of the hitbox.
Well, they have like collision boxes on rendering software usually that you can just toggle on and off to see. So yeah, if they actually showed like what was going on, that would be really cool.
All right.
But I like that game. It is plagued by the free-to-play and microtransaction system.
Yeah, I do like Smash Bros. Style fighting games, but I'll take like a Mortal Kombat or a Street Fighter over it any day.
You and I recently got into not only Mortal Kombat 11 we've been playing.
Yes.
We also played
much fun.
We also played some Injustice.
That was pretty fun too.
Which is pretty fun.
I feel like if you have both games, Mortal Kombat's definitely, I would say, more competitive in a lot of ways. I don't know. It just feels a little bit smoother. It just feels like they worked on the game more. Yeah. Than Injustice. And then the gore is a lot heavier. It's freaking hilarious. It's so over the top. It's just absurd. If you've never seen a Mortal Kombat fatality, holy cow. It's like Mortal Kombat has it's grown its reputation to be known as basically the most brutal video game in gaming. And I would say it is rightfully so, because it's just so ridiculous. It's just so silly.
It is very over the top, and all the fatalities, and then even a lot of the friendship ones it's still incredibly violent.
Well, we haven't done a friendship.
Yes, we did.
No, the Joker one, the Joker fatality is a friendship, but not actually. It's a fake one.
It's
a fake friendship.
We got to get in and do one of those.
Yeah,
I want to see what that's
Kombat
about.
has these fatalities called friendships. I did a couple of them in Mortal Kombat 9. I had Mortal Kombat 9 for the PlayStation Vita. That was fun. And it's like a game-winning move, but you don't kill the guy. You just do some sort of kind gesture towards them. And the Joker character in Mortal Kombat 11, his actual fatality is a fake friendship. He gives the character a cake, and it says friendship, but it instead blows up, and then the sign drops and chops the guy in half.
You're right. That was a fatality. I totally forgot about that. Well, damn. Yeah, I really want to see one of those. That would be hilarious.
They're funny. I'm pretty sure... Wait, we might have done a friendship. I think Scorpion gives you a big stuffed teddy bear or something. Did I do that?
I don't recall that.
Oh, maybe. I might be tripping nutsack. Regardless, fighting games are fun.
You know what's one thing I thought about this morning, because we knew that we were going to have to record in the car. When we started this podcast, or whenever we were coming up with the initial idea, was we were going to do in-person podcasts.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, why don't you just, you said this, why don't you just come over to my house and we'll kind of turn my room into a bit of a studio.
Why did I just do that?
I don't know why you
I
just
thought,
did that.
I'm not far enough. Here's where I'm at.
We're actually going to die.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so yeah, you were like,
expect me to get distracted. I'm driving in St. Louis on a Saturday afternoon.
You're driving so crazy that the camera is tilted. Anyway, so yeah, you said, well, let's... Those people just died.
What the hell are they doing?
I totally lost my train of thought. Right, so we're in St. Louis now. We're into the
cars.
thick of it.
St. Louis, Missouri has the stupidest, craziest, most aggressive drivers. Last two podcasts, go listen to them. We've talked about this at length.
Yeah, driving in general, cars and driving in general, and the absolute hellscape that is St. Louis traffic. Anyway, I remember what I was going to talk about. So yeah, we originally had this idea, why don't we just do in person? You can just come over, and then we never found the time, even though we live in the same town, to just actually go over and do it. And then we had the idea, well, why don't we just for now, just until just while we're getting started, let's do it over Discord and do that. And then we never ever did an in-person podcast. So this is actually the first one.
First one, and it's in a car.
And
I'm going to do my hardest to block out road noise and stuff, but it is what it is. You're getting what you're getting.
And I imagine this one will be probably much shorter.
Well, we've got 29 minutes to destination, so look at your timeline scrubber right now and estimate how much time is left. Because if that's how much time is left, then that's how much time is left. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I don't know where you're going with that either. But the whole, like I said, the whole reason, you said this in the beginning, the whole reason that this is happening the way it is because we're absolutely the worst with time management.
We found that we're chronic procrastinators. The fact that we're doing this podcast in the car when we had Monday through Friday, today's Saturday, we put these out on Monday. We had Monday through Friday to record this and didn't. So here we are.
Is that something that you've dealt with your entire life, much like I have?
Procrastination?
Procrastination in general?
I think so, yeah, to a degree. I think procrastination is just a blanket trait you can throw on somebody. I think everybody procrastinates to some degree. Yeah, I think it's pretty situational. There are some things that there is absolutely no chance that I'm going to procrastinate on. But obviously there are some people that in general procrastinate more than others. I would say procrastination is not generally a problem.
It's not a defining trait of yourself.
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty cognizant of it when I am procrastinating.
Yeah, I would say the same for myself. I have a really bad habit of putting things off in general, which is procrastinating. Like when it comes to
If you didn't know
the definition, get a dictionary, idiot. Anyway, I would say in general I do have a bad habit of putting things off, especially things that don't like hinder my life. If it's something that's really going to cause a more major issue for me down the road, I tend to take care of it. But if it's like,
something that's not causing an immediate block to do what you want to do.
If I'm thinking I need to do chores this week, like I need to sweep the floors.
I'll tell you, on that note, I'll tell you something that I have been procrastinating for a while, and it's cleaning my damn room. Also, now this is okay, here's an example of throwing out the window what I just said about being cognizant of procrastinating. That's actually a lie. I am being cognizant of this. I'm just freaking ignoring it. So,
nice.
What I have done with my laundry is I have a laundry hamper and a dirty clothes hamper. What I've been doing is just getting my clothes for the next day out of the clean laundry hamper. And it's been a cycle for no joke, like 3 months.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer. And each time, instead of dumping out the hamper and folding the clothes and putting them in my clothing dresser, I just leave them in the hamper and then just reload the hamper with clean clothes when I wash them. And then just pick from the hamper. And I hate that I do that.
It's such a bad habit, and I know it's such a bad habit because I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I hate that I do that.
I hate folding and putting away laundry with a burning passion. If I tell myself, you are sitting down and doing this right now, I can do it. It's not like I'm in pain when I'm doing it or something.
You act like it's like cancer in your arm that you have to cut off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to demonstrate now. That is not the case. If it can be done, if I think about it or whatever, I will do it. But I have such a bad habit of not doing it to the point where in our house, what's the going trend has been, I will like do the laundry, put everything in, wash it. Like I told you, with our apartment, we don't have like in-unit laundry, so it's quite the trek to actually get it done. So I like gather it, put it up there, lug it out there, do all the loads necessary, and then bring it back. And then my girlfriend's just got to put it away. I'll do all that. I don't care. I'll do all that. But God forbid I have to actually goddamn fold something, because it sucks.
That's where the line is drawn.
So there are times in our life, she's a very busy person, where she's busy and hasn't gotten around to it for several days, and I'm just picking out. I don't know.
Yeah, it's what I do, and I'm astounded by myself. And here's the thing, it's gotten worse in the last several weeks because I have picked this hamper has been going on. This hamper situation has been going on for so long that there are hoodies and long sleeve shirts and joggers mixed in there, and it's hot as bitch out now. Bitch. So those are now taking up space. So what I did was I told myself, all right, I need to at least be diligent enough to get out the long sleeve shirts, the hoodies, and the joggers that I'm not going to wear for the next several months because it's hot, and put those away. So what I did was I got them all out of the hamper, set them next to the hamper, and they've now been in a pile next to the hamper for about a week.
Sounds like a solution to me.
So what this is causing now is space in my room being taken up. So now it's to the point where I just need to clean my room, and I've just been procrastinating that.
Yeah. Because why would you start being productive?
Exactly.
That's what it really comes down to.
So I would say most aspects of my life, I do not procrastinate. Or if I do, it's not to too bad of a degree. But there are other aspects where it is so bad of a degree that I think about my own life decisions and hate myself for it.
Like you and I had a conversation a while ago about work-related things, and you said, I think I made a similar comment of like, yeah, you and I both are procrastinators, and then you said something like, well, I wouldn't procrastinate if it was work.
No, never. And
it got
if it
me,
is work-related,
yeah.
never.
And it got me thinking. I was like, I think I'm the same way. I think if it's something that's important like that, like I gotta get it done, I will put it in my calendar. I will make sure I've got it done by a certain date, whatever. But it's just that little stuff. And I will say, if you out there are a procrastinator and are looking to be in a relationship, find somebody who's not. Because if you have two procrastinators in a house,
your house ends up just turning into a dump.
Yeah, exactly. A dump. Which I would say me and my girlfriend both are at times procrastinators. So recently, like I said on the last podcast and the one before, I've recently sprained my ankle. I'm pretty much recovered now. But through that entire time, my usefulness was limited. And she also is in a very busy period of her life, taking up new contracts with work and very out of the house most of the time. That combination of things really sets you back. I'll tell you what. Like a lot of things on a just a bad sprain, like I had, albeit a pretty bad sprain, took quite a while, the longest I've ever recovered from. But a lot of things I can still do. Like I can hobble up with the boot and do some dishes or something.
Yeah.
But something like taking out the trash from our third floor apartment down to the dumpster, that gets a little difficult. And my girlfriend's a little dainty thing and doesn't want to do it anyway. But she can do it. She's a strong woman. I believe in her. But she says she's dainty and doesn't want to do it. So trash got not taken out there for a little bit. Not all 3 weeks, but it got not done. And that's deadly. You can't be doing that.
You can't be
doing that. I'm recovered now.
So you're attracting some things you don't want.
I cannot live in a house with bugs. No. Oh, I'll tell you what. Her last apartment, this was of no fault of her own. Just it was just the building was gross. But her last apartment would have cockroaches. And every single time I didn't
get out of here.
I didn't live there at the time.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
I didn't live there at the time, but like she lived there and was very aware of it and was like very bothered by it and would go. She and then when I entered the picture, the both of us or just me would go regularly to management and be like, something needs done because it's not us. We clean this shit. Something needs done. And they're just like, we'll spray a little bit or something. And I was like, somebody needs to light it on fire at this point. The entire building.
Light the complex, set it aflame.
Cockroaches are one of those things that they bring no benefit to the home. Like a lot of people say, you don't want spiders in your house, but they actually serve a purpose.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. I fucking hate spiders.
I hate spiders. I don't care the purpose they serve. Get them out. I hate spiders.
Listen, if I see a spider like out and about outside, leave them be. This is their house, really.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I understand at that point they're serving a purpose. When they enter my home,
right,
it just becomes how fast can I remove you from my home? And that was a very profound way to say that. But I cannot stand spiders.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think I've had really any spider encounters in my current apartment or cockroaches, for that matter. The new building we're in the same complex, different building because we moved from one bedroom to 2 bedrooms. But the new building, I have not seen a single cockroach. And for also,
well, it's good thing the bar is, or it's good thing that is higher than the bare minimum.
There's a reason that we're moving out of this complex in like a month and a half. I absolutely hate living there. It is cleaner in this new place, and actually, we have like one of the newest units in the entire complex, newly renovated. But yeah, no, that last one was a dumpster fire of. Now again, not any fault of my girlfriend. She kept the place clean, but it was just bad.
Dude, living in a basement. I lived in my grandmother's basement for I think, almost 2 years. And, like, the summertime, the amount of crickets. I have woken... So I was sleeping on the couch, right?
Yeah.
More than a couple of times, I woke up with a large cricket directly to the left side of me. On the side of the couch.
Screw that. I mean, crickets aren't even really bad.
Crickets aren't bad, but
flowers.
just critters around is not cash money in the bank account. It's not.
No, it is cash money leaving the bank account.
Yeah, it's cash. Yeah, it's not goated.
I also lived in a basement for quite a long time. I never dealt with crickets, but I did.
There was a lot of crickets, a good amount of spiders, and a lot of crickets. I don't know if that was just that area, but just a lot of crickets.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. When I lived in the basement, didn't have crickets. Spiders out the ass, though. Out the ass.
Nah, I'll take crickets over spiders any day of the week.
I would rather lose sleep from the sound of crickets than lose sleep because I know there's spiders about.
Yeah, lose sleep because you're sleeping with more life forms than just your own.
Exactly. Yeah, we freaking had spiders down there. I made a walking stick when I was in Boy Scouts like a decade and a half ago. And that walking stick got repurposed
into a spider killing stick?
Into a spider killing machine. I cannot handle that. The bathroom down in the basement was one of the worst offenders because they like damp places, and after you take a shower, there's always going to be like condensation around, and it's humid in a bathroom.
Isn't it the opposite of that? Spiders like really dry places, and they never go to a damp area.
I'm almost positive they like bugs in general, like kind of damp places. Isn't that a thing?
No, because then there would be. I don't think.
Because you're out and about, and you pull up a rock, right? They're all going to be under the rock, and obviously that's cover and everything. But the ground there is always slightly moist, just slightly. At least that's what I've noticed. Just out and about. I don't know what the reason for that would be, like the actual biological reason within that. But I've always experienced that.
I've always thought that, I don't know about bugs in general, but spiders aren't too gangster on damp, cold areas. I mean, if they did, wouldn't they just like being out in the damn snow?
Well, I mean, at that point, it's too cold to die.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, stupid.
Idiot.
But, yeah, I would say they like damp places, but I could be absolutely wrong with that. Anyhow, I think for that reason, that bathroom got so much. And there's nothing, listen to me right now, there's nothing worse in the world, I'd hope so, than taking a shit and a little spider scurrying by your feet.
Dude, that's why porta potties are literal hell. If you die and you weren't a good person, you are subject to sitting on a porta potty infested with spiders for your entire rest of your existence. That's what hell is, dude. Dude, when we were at... Okay, so there's this really sick disc golf course called Eagles Crossing
I remember this moment, by the way.
Yeah, so... It's a massive course, and we're on like the hole that was furthest away from the shack, the pro shop.
Yeah, pro shop clubhouse. Yeah,
and literally the port. Okay, this is like 2 summers ago, like 100 degrees out, hot as a mother trucker, and I have to shit. This isn't just a piss deal. I have to literally explode. And we are not within, I don't know what I ate. Yes, I do. We had a little cheese, Caesar's pizza, didn't we? Wasn't it?
Did we?
I think we did.
If we did, we're
idiots. Idiots. I think that's what it was. Stupid. Little Caesar's pizza. And it's starting to come out of my freaking brown eye. So, no time to go to the pro shop. Literally a 20-minute walk. not 20 minutes, probably more like 5-10, but still too long. There's a porta potty, burning heat. Now, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but when you're taking a dump, things get hot. You start sweating. You burn calories when taking a dump.
Yeah.
It gets hot. So when you're taking a dump in a porta potty that is insulating the heat, that is already insanely hot, as soon as your drawers are dropped, you're not dropping shit, you're dropping sweat.
You're dropping, really.
Lots of drop-ins. So, I get into this porta potty. I'm hesitant to go because I open it and instantly there is like 3 spider webs in 3 of the 6 corners. 2 of which I immediately identify as spider. One of them was in the top left corner. Hated that.
That's not cool.
So, but I know there's no other option. So, I go in, I start sweating damn bullets. Literally sweating so bad because it's hot out. I'm in a porta potty, I'm taking a dump, and I'm terrified. So, I'm sweating damn bullets. I let it rip. I'm trying to get it done as quick as I can. Next thing I know, there's a freaking wasp in the damn porta potty with me. A freaking wasp. So, I really try to expedite this. What did I do? I think I immediately at that point, as I noticed the wasp here is near the tail end, I finish up. As I'm leaving, the wasp tries to get out with me. And it freaking runs into my chest, stings me through my shirt, and I scream and run off. Not only because I just got stung by a wasp, because I'm running away from the shitter with tons of spiders in it. And so not even 15 minutes later, I start getting this red freaking welt on my chest, and it starts stinging like a mother fricker, dude. And I start feeling like I gotta throw up and normal wasp things. If hell actually existed, that's what it is. Legit, maybe the worst experience of my entire life. Literally, diuretic shit, steaming hot till you're dripping everywhere, spiders surrounded, and a wasp. Can it get any worse? I don't think so. Maybe if there was an alligator in there. That's the only way that could have gotten any
There's
worse.
just actually somebody with a gun trying to shoot you.
Yeah.
I remember that situation vividly because I think I was like looking for a disc or something, and you were like, "I got shit, bro," and I was like, "You're fucking out of luck." And then we're like, "Porta potty over there," and so you're going in, and I remember you opening the door, and you're like, "Nah."
Yeah, dude, it was not in a good state, bro.
I remember that, and then I don't know if I said anything. Probably just like, "Well, if you got fucking shit, that's where you're gonna shit."
Yeah, there's no other option.
There's no other. And then you go in there, and I'm looking around, and then all I hear later is just, "Woo!" Just like that. And I'm like, and I don't know what you're screaming about. And then I'm like, "What the fuck?" And you're just like, "I have fucking stumbo." And I thought just for a minute, this scream was so bad that I was like, "Are we done for the day? Like, are we just leaving?" And you were like, "I don't know."
I just got stung.
Oh my god! I have thankfully never been stung or bitten on the disc golf course, other than by like little shit. That was probably one of the worst scenarios we've ever experienced.
Yeah, me.
No, it was an us experience, really.
Yeah. That I genuinely think that there hasn't been a worse experience. And the thing is that was on the best disc golf course in the world.
That is literally that disc golf course is unmatched as far as quality goes.
Well, I've heard it's matched in a couple places now, but back in the day,
it's been gotten on the level of by
I think
by
so.
places.
Yeah.
I mean, frick, even in this fine city we're in now, St. Louis, there's some high quality disc golf to be had.
Yeah.
If you know where to look.
Well, the Eagles Crossing is near. It's in Hawk Point.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, it's literally basically.
It's like 30 minutes outside.
Eagles Crossing is more or less a St. Louis course. I totally forgot about that. I also totally forgot how close we lived to it.
Yeah.
As a matter
Did you
of
also
fact.
forget that it's like $45 a game?
Well, it wasn't last we went. How much was it when we went? Wasn't that much.
25?
It might have been 25, and I thought that's outrageous. Because I think
there's a new course on the property now that we haven't played. It's
one?
been there for like a year.
You're right. I haven't played disc golf in so long that I don't remember these things. But yeah, I remember hearing about that. There was another course on the property.
When you hear us talk about disc golf and $25 a game being outrageous, and then being like, go play at the PGA, go play at like Pebble Beach, and you're spending a couple grand.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess disc golf is still cheap, but like most of the disc golf courses are free because they're on parks, public parks. Disc golf is still a really small sport comparatively.
Very accessible, which is the other great thing about it. It's one of those courses that, I mean, hell, with me starting to drive for the job, I've seen so many just like disc golf baskets just out from people's property. It's so accessible, which is great. It's so awesome that people are getting involved in it.
Portable baskets are not even that expensive, like $100.
Well, hell, I got my Marksman for 120, and that's more of a
It's a practice basket.
It's a practice basket, and it's more specialty for training purposes.
That never got used.
That never got used. If anybody needs a disc golf bet now. We're about at the Micro Center now, and I'm freaking pumped to get this PC build going.
Pumped to spend a bunch of money.
How much am I spending? It's probably going to be spending between what I'm buying off of you and what I'm doing
like
there.
500, 600, between 5, 6.
I think it was like 620, 630.
Son of a...
It might be close to 650 actually.
Because he's buying my case and my CPU cooler off of me, and then you're buying CPU, motherboard, and RAM from Micro Center right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Well, let's wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for watching. We talked about a lot more than I anticipated us to talk about. We talked about...
I mean, this is going to be what, 40-minute podcast?
Something pretty close anyway.
Sure.
We talked about freaking computers. We talked about video games. We talked about shitting. We talked about procrastinating.
And spiders and bugs and procrastinating. And apartments.
But yeah, anybody listening, just pick one of those things you want to comment on of the array that we've talked about. Let us know what you think.
Let us know your worst porta potty story.
I think everybody's got one, so let's freaking hear it.
I want to know. That's mine for sure.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're gonna be there in probably 5 minutes, so we will see you guys next week.
Yep.